Well, it's been a while on the Rec Room YouTube, but I am just here so I can talk to you guys, as I don't really get to make as much videos. Like most of my videos cannot have my voice anymore, some weird recording stuff. But if you so I made Bubbles World. It's a game I have. This is about like the next update for it. Because the next update for Bubbles World would be Bubbles World 1.9. I really have big plans for this update. It's gonna change a lot of stuff. So, Bubbles World 1.9 will just be held till October. Because I want it to be, a Halloween update. I put in some work into this update, so right now it's September. I might not really have a lot of time to work on this. Because it's September now, everyone's going to school. So my time will be, like, less. We'll just cut in half, so it's gonna be much harder to work on this when I'm out of time. But I do have some nice plans for it. So right now, I'm not really good at like all the coding stuff, so there's not gonna be any like really special stuff like collecting candy. If there is collecting candy, that is really a good idea, came up with the co-owner of Bubbles World, which I don't think he's online at this moment. But if I can manage to do that, collecting candy all around the map, it'll be a really good idea for Bubbles World. But Bubbles World 1.9, I promise it will be a good update. As most of the updates were kind of rushed and low quality. I'm holding this update back so I can get more time to work on and make it a really big update. And if you're wondering what this is like the Bubbles World office but in Rec Room. So like I get to sit right here in my office chair. If my co-owner was here, he'd sit right there. The head dev sit right there. That's really all the employees that are here. But none of them are gonna really help out with this update. Like the co-owner just came up with ideas for this update. The head dev, I don't think he's gonna do anything either. As Bubbles World really did start out just by myself, I think it will just stay like that, no matter how many employees I have to work on that. It's gonna get really hard to have someone that actually really wants to work on this with good ideas, all that kind of stuff. So I have to come up with all this stuff. So it's kind of another reason why I had to push it back for October 1st. If I had like one actually working employee who was really loyal to me, this update would be like a little bit earlier, like in September, maybe like September 25th it would come out if I actually had good employees to work on it. But no one really wants to help me out with this stuff. So Bubbles World is just gonna be really hard to make. So we're just gonna be lucky if I even decide to make a 2.0. Because 1.9 is like Halloween stuff. I'll be forced to I'll have to like make a 1.9.1 to get rid of all the Halloween stuff after. But 2.0, like I don't really have plans for that. Maybe like 1.9 could just be the last update. But 2.0 actually would be cool. As well as we did make it really far. Started from 1.1, no, 1.0, which before that was just beta, which I actually have a game of that. Beta is actually really boring. 1.1 didn't really do anything. It actually added stuff and removed that stuff. Maybe added a little bit more stuff. 1.2 added the Wanderer's Cave, which I don't really like. It's not really a big part of Bubbles World like it was back then. 1.3 that added the live update. I just moved some stuff around which actually led to a 1.4 the expansion update because the stuff I moved actually made more space for 1.4, and I removed the hotel in 1.4 for an even bigger expansion, which was 1.5. It's more of an expansion update. 1.6 was the day-night update. It's no longer just night at Bubbles World. You can now come during the day. 1.7. It was fine. It was actually a big mistake to make that. I actually hate that one the most out of all of them, as it kind of did mess up the game, so make it harder to work on. Because I added a thing called the Pay-in Game Aid, which I thought it was like a mobile, I thought it would switch out the screen orientation, but I learned how to do that with Roblox, which really got Bubbles World to I thought I'll never be able to work on it again, but I managed to remove it. Really hard. I had to actually remake entire Bubbles World 1.7. The only thing good about 1.7 is it added the moon of Bubbles World. We just replaced an old Ferris wheel. We made it so there actually was a Bubbles World ride that actually meant Bubbles World. 1.8. That's the fall update, our current update. They were all they really did just add fall leaves just to leak about the Halloween update, which I put a poster by the arcade to show that. It just says the date. It just lasts October till November. But in November, I actually have way less time to work on it. Not just cause school, cause you see, there's a lot of busy stuff in November. Halloween's not busy enough. I have Thanksgiving. You have to get with the entire family, and not just Thanksgiving. I have my birthday and my friend's birthday. I'm not even sure if I'll be able to go. But also in October, I have my brother's birthday, so it's gonna be harder because he's also the head dev. So I'll just give a little honorary statue for him on that day. But yeah, 1.9 will be a pretty big update. It might be just bigger if it might be bigger than 2.0 if I even have plans to make that. So maybe my next video, if I ever decide to make one, will be more about it, actually showing footage of it.